Hello everyone, welcome back to another video talking geeky stuff. So this here just an update on Super Mario the movie and how much money it's making. As the time of recording, Monday morning, 1,022,000,000 plus dollars worldwide. So yeah, as I said, I've been doing a few videos about the progress of Super Mario the movie and how I think not just me, I think a lot of people knew it's going to make money. But to be honest with you, I knew it was going to be successful. I was initially, when I first saw the trailer back in, say, early this year or even late last year, I felt that it was going to be big because movies or animation or anything that is based on the video game hasn't really done that well. But at the same time, you had a couple of good films, Sonic movies, of course, and the Detective Pikachu. So in back of my mind, I'm thinking it's going to do well, around the 800 million mark initially in my mind. And I think that's a good start. That's amazing. Even if it does $800 million worldwide, it's still considered the biggest video game adaptation, right? And then as the film came out and I watched it and I loved it, by the way, I've seen it 3 times. I thought, you know what? I have a really good feeling about this. It's going to pass $1 billion. And then the first week of launch broke all the records. Second week broke more records, and yeah, $1 billion is definitely not just me. Many people have been saying this, and of course, I think it's broken so many records now, like 4 weeks in a row. Number one, it's broken so many records for animation movies out there. And it's just come out a few days ago in both South Korea and Japan. It's doing really well. To be honest, it's doing well, but I was hoping it'd do a lot more. I did something like just a little over 14 mil in Japan alone. But Japan is one of those countries, a slow burner. You know, it's going to take time. I'm still putting my hopes over around 150, $200 million in Japan alone by the end of his run. But there was, I don't know if it's a good move. I think time will tell. Is they delayed the movie releasing in Japan because they wanted to release it during the Golden Week. I think it's a 4-day holiday to get as much money as possible. But in today's world, the digital world where piracy is a lot more easier and streaming platform and so on, right? So in that three weeks time, eager Nintendo fans, Mario fans in Japan, South Korea, for example, they probably had an opportunity to get the movie, illegally somehow. So that might have been a bit of a challenge, I'll say. But I still have hopes that 150, 200 in Japan, around 80 million to 100 million, maybe 80 million in South Korea. And then the rest of the world was kind of, because this film has a lot of rewatching value, because I've seen it 3 times. Who knows? I might watch it the 4th time just for the sake of it if there's nothing else out. Because we know, Guardian of the Galaxy is coming out this week. So we'll see how that goes. And I think that it will probably knock Mario off the #1 slot. But it'd be pretty cool if it does happen that Super Mario claim the #1 slot the week after Guardians Galaxy Volume 3. Because a lot of Marvel movies tend to have a big second week drop off. So now it's gone past over $1 billion. I was hoping that we get like a voice sound from Dr. Evil and saying $1 billion or something like that. That'd be quite cool. But now it's a matter of time saying, is it going to beat the biggest animation of all times, Frozen 2? It's already beaten Frozen 2 domestically in America, but worldwide, Frozen 2 is like just over 1.4 billion. So Mario still got what? Like I said, 400 million to catch up. Will it make 1.5 billion? Only time will tell. It all comes down to Japan, South Korea, and and how the rest of the world will maybe do like a double, a triple viewing, and of course domestically as well. Because I know that the movie is pretty big in the South American countries, especially Mexico. I think Mexico at the moment is the second highest grossing zone or region behind America as a single country. So it's hoping that Japan will take the second slot. It's a shame that this didn't do as well as Frozen in China, because I think in the last few years, China, the box office, I think American movies are not doing that well in China. I don't really understand or know the ins and outs of that, but I know that probably some sort of government intervention or something, or just maybe just the Chinese people just lost interest in American movies in a whole. So we'll see how it goes. I'm tipping it to be, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love this to surpass Frozen 2, 1.5 billion maybe, and it won't surprise me if it does. But I'm looking for more of a realistic, maybe 1.3 billion overall. But as in saying that, if it doesn't beat Frozen 2 for what it's done, for what it has done to the video games industry, Mario, Nintendo, and at the end of the day, just cinema itself, good old fashioned family fun, what it's done to it's kind of injected a lot of that stuff back into the movie industry. And I just hope Hollywood will follow suit and say, you know what, let's just get back to family fun and stop with the politics and all that rubbish and just get back to the meat and potato of the movies and just people go and watching it to escape their daily lives for maybe an hour, 2 hours or whatever, you get what I mean? So yeah, he's hoping for 1.5 billion, but you know what, for what he's done, a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, and it's just been amazing. And this is the first of what Nintendo Universal is going to do. There's just no way that Nintendo or Universal is going to let this be a one-off. Mario 2, probably in the works somewhere. Zelda, the whole Nintendo universe is on a platter for Universal to animate. There's money just being printed there. There's no way. They're probably in a boardroom meeting with Nintendo execs saying, hey, how are we going to do all this? Well, anyway, just a quick update. Wouldn't say a quick update, but thank you for sticking around. And yeah, let me know. Do you reckon he's going to go past Frozen 2? Maybe the 1.5 billion? Let me know in the comments. And thank you. And see you next time. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. And please stay safe. Goodbye.